We are now back. So we just finished going through the hallway of fire. We made it through. We had a really nice moment with Snell, and now we continue onward. Maybe finally catching up with the man in yellow. Something's off here. Let's see if we can figure it out. I'm gonna accidentally spring another trap, aren't I? Oh. What's off here? Okay, so we go back. Oh. Cool, we opened up this passage. Yeah, it's... Okay, interesting. So there's probably like some secret passage here, maybe where there's some rolls I'm just not... Oh. Ooh. Kind of glitched through here. I can't... You know, since it said something's not right here, it makes me feel like that's purposeful. Let's try running around, see if there's like an invisible wall. Maybe I'm just making shit up. Wow, the game's so precise everywhere else. It feels... It has to be something. Yep. Oh well. We have 36 minutes remaining in Bark Scan, which helped us... Ooh. Oh, let's try it. Oh, can't even interact with that door. Okay, so down the steps we go. Ooh. Something shiny. Incense, excellent. I'm tempted to use another incense, but I'm not going to right now. The calendar, it's out of date. White Mane calendar. Embedded upon this altar you see a circular stone slab. Whoever has worked the survey site in the past has to place it in its natural position. It reminds you of a copper calendar, but far, far older. This is a moon chart, left by the White Mane barbarians of the Divine Era. It is not spinning, it has not spun in centuries, yet moving your hand closer you sense it. The faintest hum of esoteric power pulsing through the glyphs. It is still keeping time, even with its mechanism cracked. The various glyphs on the surface denote not a language, but rather sigils, it seems. Let's decipher the current day. Nope. There is no use. It is broken. Yes, this is a useless piece of technology, if you feel it is worthy of such a term. We'll be back for you once we figure out what you do. Oh, we can hop down here. Let's go. You glance at the step. 2 meters. These ancient bricks, they could scuff you badly. What kind of man, no, what kind of hero cannot step down a slightly uneven stone slab? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this. Well, let's look over the survey site. You see a dwarf hearing grunts as he swings a pickaxe at the runes in the corner. There's no point in having a conversation at this distance. Time to get closer. Won't be your problem, right? Oh, yeah, Meek helps us out. Yeah, I mean, how can we fail this? Unless we got a natural one. Which would be embarrassing. Taking a confident step onto the stone, you begin your descent. You close your eyes as you do so, in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. You are afraid. It is very steep. Yet, your body remains calm. But within a moment, you are at the bottom of the step! God, you're slow. Can you get moving now? Yeah, let's go. Cool. Adventurers must have hidden stuff in this pot. Hey, shard of yore. One goofy looking cat. Okay. Axel Madsen. 14, I'll take it. That's decent. So we got Underdwarf level 5 archaeologist. This right here is the fourth pillar of the feudal system. A spelunking, delving, digging, roaming, true-blooded adventurer. Though he's seen a lot of shit in his days, Exile still has glowing eyes set on the prize, a true reward of life on the trail. A horde. What do you gotta say? Beside the buried statue, you see someone up on a ledge. There's grunts echoing down the chamber, along with the sound of iron against stone. A dwarf? Down here? Could be a trap. Hello up there! Huh? The dwarf's smoldering eyes widen as he sees you. Look, Romulus, we got an official visiting. If that doesn't make us official, I don't know what will. Peeking out over the ledge, you spot an orange monster creeping out. A rust monster. The dwarf appears friendly with it. How strange. Rust monsters are known to devour metal. Keep your distance. Is that a rust monster? Oh, yes. Very correct. But no worries. He's very kind. The dwarf then mumbles to himself when he's fed. Ominous. What are you doing here? Me? Oh, you know. He lets out a smoldering laugh. A dwarf's gotta have a hobby. Mining ancient runes is not a hobby. It's a profession. He puts his tools down. He puts down his tools and strikes a pose. Let me introduce myself. I'm Axel Matson. A dark dwarf, or as they prefer, underdwarf. Pleasure to meet you. You're a Novorokian cleric, I presume. Not just. I'm the cleric of Norvik. I'll be damned. Not sure what it means, but it sounds expensive. It means everything. Oh, and you got a goblin with you? You HWBT friend? Yeah, you're the dungeoneer looking for cats, right? More or less. Hope your lady wasn't too mad about my inquiry. I'd say annoyed is a better description, but it's fine. Just don't trespass anymore. Will do. Or, I won't, but I should correct you. I'm not a dungeoneer. I'm more of a, With a bright smile, he adjusts the collar on his uniform. Well, I'm what you call a historian with ambition. As he says it, the orange beast sends an echoing hissing noise down the chamber. Exactly, Romulus. We're here on an expedition of grand proportions. To find the legendary missing mine of Talamon of Talankat. The Snell folk, ancient builders of the city below. The Snell folk, I see. I figured you know them. An ancient people of great esoteric might. Nothing compared to the Arcanists, of course, but still impressive for beasts of yore. That sounds like a quest. Oh, yes, indeed. A quest, your ears perk up. But just to be clear, I'm not sharing the spoils just like that. So here's the deal. I'm in trouble. His pet makes a loud belching noise. Right, he mumbles and gives the monster a pat on the back. You want to help, friend? Help a stranger. That's how heroes are made. Yeah, I'll help you if I can. Great! You see, there are two strange runes in this section of the city below the city. He points at the statue. White mane runes. Before the dwarfs and humans, even trolls, this place was ruled by cats. The theory goes the Snells of Tulin had a esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Yore. The mines of Tulaman, a place of thick veins with endless growing amber and platinum. But the walking god of the White Mane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point, according to legends. Sealed esoterically. Probably, since we can't seem to locate it. Esoteric seals can be broken with the right knowledge. So there's an ancient Snell folk, and then slightly less ancient cat folk who built cat stuff on top of Snell stuff? Exactly! Layers upon layers, like a corpse cake. So you're looking for it. Oh yes, I'm not alone in this, of course. My research has shown me clear indications that there are two runes below Tolstead, that are more or less unexamined, at least by skilled hands. Your hands are skilled, very skilled. How can you hide an entire man? You'd be surprised. The city below the city is, what is it, 4 or 5 levels of sprawling tunnels and caverns? Here under Toasted, it's only here the top level that's in any way accessible. There could easily be some crevice far down that no one, not even the city's greatest paladins, have gotten close to discovering. The deep places of the world hold many secrets. So what's the problem? There's no problem with this site, but I'm almost finished here, and I'm unable to gain access to the second White Man runes, because it's inside HWBT territory, and they're very unwilling to allow a dwarf like me past. Your lovely goblin friends have hired a brutish bugbear as a guard. But you're a cleric. If you can get access into their territory, then please, head south, through the damp high caverns. There should be a White Mane rune at the end. A shrine, probably marked by a bunch of feline symbols. He gestures towards the giant statue. Just look for big cats there, essentially. I've been there already. What? Aren't you a little spelunker? That's good, he nods. Did you see anything? Depends. What are you looking for? He leans over the edge. All I need you to do is tell me if you find a symbol of a sun or 2 blades. Either of those, then report back to me if you're able, if you have time. He sighs, a deep frustration. Wish I could do it myself. Darn those goblins. No offense. He gives giving your companion on. None taken. I really, really do not care. Sun or 2 blades? Yeah, I didn't see anything like that. I'll go back and see if I missed it. Great. Since you already made your way there, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle, I hope. Gives you a thumbs up. What do you know about the tea shop? He crosses his arms and gives you a long nod. It's a type of cafe, you know. They serve tea and other drinkables. Sometimes they even have pastries. I love cardamom treats. How long have you been down here? About a week by now. Takes time to set up a secure perimeter. So you don't know about the tea shop that exploded? Exploded? I thought the election was bad enough as it is. Now they've got exploding tea shops? Norvac is in trouble indeed. Oh well, he mutters with a shrug. Can't help you there, friend. I've got a bunch of personal questions for you. You do? Maybe later. I got a bunch of work to finish up here. But I'll be at the Drunk Sphinx once they're finished. Ask me there, and I'll gladly indulge you. Okay, you got it. We'll talk later, then. Let's climb on up. You approach the step once more. A long step. This time, it should be easier. Let's take that step. You take the first step, and then you are at the top of the step. Okay, so I thought we were going to find the Frank, son of Frank, with the, the jacket. But no, instead we have a door we can't open. So we got this passage, but as far as I can tell, it just goes back around. We got this little wall we can kind of clip through. But nothing really major here that seems like we can use or interact with. So I guess we're going to go back. I'm not sure if I fully explored Upper Tolstad, so I guess that'll be the first goal. But since we're going back, we might as well head all the way back to those runes and check them out again. Oh, I always have trouble getting through those. Okay, so we have where we can pray, which we already did. Is there something else that I could interact with that I didn't notice before? Oh no, that's just the skull. Let's try engaging with it again. Okay, yeah. So nothing we can do here. At least yet with it. Okay, so I swear they had said that he had ran down here, but yeah. We'll come back. So we'll have to go back and talk to that guy. Okay, here is pictures. The primitive cave paintings stare back at you. Okay, these look human. They do. Humanoid at least. 2 arms, 2 legs, round head. But the style is too simple to determine the species. Could be human. Could be something else. Okay. You approach the White Man mural once more. 3 serpents frozen in the eternal dance. What's the meaning behind this mural? Religious art, inane really. The White Man believed in divine triads. 3 aspects of power: creation, destruction, balance. Body, mind, spirit. 2 serpents stretching from a singular point, one creature with many dual faces. Only in balance between the two can the soul retain its divinity. The specific meaning is lost, but the reverence is clear. This was a sacred image. It is a pointer, a guide towards the temple you visited further down the path. What do you make of this wonderful artwork? The freaky serpent picture? He shrugs. There's a ton of these all over the place. They've either got Snell memorabilia or these lion-style pieces. Nothing else? I'd say 90%. From what I learned in school, it was Snell's first, then lion, then trolls, then humans. He smirks. Then goblins, of course. Don't you dare, Stagical. You can't stop me, the goblin laughs. Do what you want. Then let's get moving. The southern tunnels are always filled with scary shit. We really don't want to run into that fucking roper again. No, we don't. Okay, so I don't see any sun or moon there.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Sorry, accidentally activated Siri somehow. Wait, you can find something interesting upon the petrified surface. Ooh. Let's check that out. A figure stands before you, frozen in stone, completely petrified. Their arms are raised defensively, hands covering their face. A posture of pure terror. Obelisk victim. Nasty way to go. Why do you guys just have these statues in the area? We don't make the rules, Cleric. The old lady would love to clean these up. There are laws against it. This is designated as a dungeon area. Not as in the jail type dungeon, but as in dangerous monster territory. So we find petrified victims, no matter how old. We're not allowed to even touch them. Only clerics can do that. Ah, we don't have clerics with spells powerful enough to reverse obelisk victims. That seems to be the case, eh? Anyway, try not to break this poor sod. Examine the figure. The details are perfectly preserved in stone. Every fold of fabric, every strand of hair. Petrification captures everything in the moment of death. Ornate robes of arcane embroidery. A wizard. The style's old. Decades. Maybe longer. From the arcane era by the look of it. Look closer at the cloak. Interesting. There's a rectangular shape pressed against their chest. A book! Clutched beneath the robes. It has been turned to stone along with the wielder. Try to see the book more clearly. You peer between the stone folds of fabric. One page is partially visible. Text on it is still somewhat legible. Stone does not completely obscure ink. If the pressure was hard enough. Lean in. The handwriting is cramped. A wizard's notes. Most of the page is obscured by the angle on the stone, but one phrase stands out clearly, written in bold lettering at the top. Master Hagenshags, I will learn. A formal phrase, like a student's oath, or a passphrase. Hagenshags. That's the name of one of the greatest houses of Arcanus in Old Dementor. You commit it to memory. Wow, that was probably the passcode we needed. But we already got through that. I was excited. I thought we were learning a spell. Oh yeah, we did come this way. A snail shell. It's blocking the way. Gigantic hell snail. The air itself grows freezing cold as you head deeper into the tunnel, until you find the passage blocked by a spiral shell. It's a massive unit of a hell snail. It fills the entire eastern passage. He's just a little broad. Nothing wrong with that. The hell snail moves its thick head, the blue eye stalk focusing on you? Probably? What are you looking at? It does not respond. The goblin waltzes up to it and looks it up and down. He looks almost proud. This big guy's been here for months. Last time I was here, he was facing slightly to the left. Moving closer, you do see that the snail is moving. Maybe 10 degrees or 5, not very fast. The frozen mucus slowly melting around it indicates a pattern. Yes, it is attempting to rotate. By Hell Snow standards, very, very slowly. It'll be done next year, probably. Then I'll head straight out of the tunnel, another 1 or 2. Neil, isn't this creature blocking your goblin operations in some way? At first, yeah, Sage Leaf had plans of cleaning up the roots and establishing a mushroom farm across the south and east tunnels. But the prospect of dealing with that kind of cleanup duty wasn't exactly something people were excited by. So when this big boy fell out of a crack last year, the whole thing got postponed, and lots of halfway people were very, very fine with it. He points back through the tunnel. And ever since, we've only had to deal with invasions from the south tunnels. Oh, so this leads to the east tunnels? Yep. I wanted to go to the east tunnels. Are you saying that only because you can't go there? Yes. Trust me, everything east of here is shit. The east tunnels just leads to a bunch of dangerous, trap-filled spiral halls leading to the shifting falls, and then the water temple. Technically, there's some routes that lead to the lower palace as well. But if you want to go up there, you're better off taking the upper paths. I'm already excited for it. You don't have to try to sell it, Snell. The goblin just looks at you, his gaze giving a type of neutral, disassociated look. Basically, this Snell halved our work down here, is what I'm saying. He turns to the creature and yells, "So take your time, will you? All the time in the world." I want to pet Hell Snell. Why? That'd be very cold. A lovely sentiment, but it could hurt you quite a lot. Frostbite is no joke. Yeah, I still want to pet the snail. Then do it, with gusto. The esoteric frost will damage you. Yeah, let's find out. You reach forward and place a gloved hand upon the teal mucus-covered shell. It is hard, and the air is freezing cold. Your hand begins to burn. Pull back your hand. Ouch! Do you have to touch everything? I figured it's clear by the bone frigid temperature that it'd be really stupid to pet a magical ice now. So that's just me. A deep clicking emanates through the eastern tunnel. The Hell Snail speaks. Oh, is that what you sound like? Rub your frozen hand. By the gods, yeah. Don't get him angry. We like this guy. Snail is not angry. Not those clickings. They are a happy noise. Good luck, Snail. Okay. So you heard her, so I'm gonna go around, check to make sure there's nothing else I missed over here. So this just goes back up. I'm pretty sure I communed with this one. Oh, okay, yes, we got that one. Down here, we can go down some more. Here. This is just the passage that curved all the way around, right? Wow, I feel dumb. Okay, I didn't realize this was just looping all the way back here. I didn't find anything new, but I saw what you're looking for. I wonder if I have anything new I can talk to him about. He wipes his brow and yells down at you. Hey there! Why are your eyes glowing? Haven't met too many underdwarfs, have you? Look, I don't have too much time, but really, once I'm done here, I can talk to you all I want. Okay. Let's go back to not locking anything new. Let's try going up to Tolstead. Okay. Now we got that shortcut out I didn't even think about. Got all the passageways connected down here. Granted, if it's actually ever shifting, is this going to shift on me tomorrow night? Because if so, that would be quite sad. Yeah. So if I want to get back out of here, I'm going to go up the stairs. And here we go. Yeah, this will leave me in here. Go into here. Oh, no one's here because it's so late. Excellent. You all get to sleep, and I don't even have a bed yet. Path up to Tolstead. Yeah, let's go there. Can't remember if I've gone this exact route before. I probably have. What's this? Huh. Esoteric pocket. Up in the air, 10 or so feet over the moonlit grassy field, you peer at the outline of a bubble. Huh? It sits fixed, wobbling by the push of some unknown force, clearly not affected by the wind or anything else material. An esoteric pocket in the making. The goblin stands on his tippy toes, looking up at it. What are you looking at? You don't see it? No, I see something. It's faint, though. Esoteric bullshit, I assume? Always. Late night esoteric bullshit, even. Like, look, you're the expert. How do we deal with this shit? It is still forming. Your past experience tells you an approximate time, 1 hour. In 1 hour, it will form into something solid. It'll occur in about an hour. Oh, what's it gonna do? I have no idea. I haven't heard of one appearing like this for years. In the city below, sure, but up here? It is very rare. Logically, it should not stick around for long either. It's getting pretty late, but like I said, you're the expert. Make your choice. Hmm? Oh. Oh, yes. This esoteric. Old master play with mini bubble like this. Why did your master play esoteric pockets? Old master did book a lot. Write word, read word. Many book. Many about bubble. Old master go to bubble, cast magic, and watch what happen. Meek was with you on many trip. Never in not dungeon, though. Well, guess you get to see up here, I guess. Yes, very happy Meek. If Meek had no not dungeon so big, Meek would have gone to not dungeon in less time. Okay, so I have to spend a full hour watching it. The esoteric pocket is unreasonable. If you leave for a second, it might be gone or go completely out of control. You know well, the esoteric is as much impacted by surrounding sentience. If a thinking mind is near, if it is observed, the pocket will act more rationally. Okay, let's spend an hour on a stakeout. Late night hours, real fun time to stay out on Tolstead. A real cool ocean gust. Come far from Jor's Point. Entering your helm, leaving your face numb. This is the kind of night heroes are created. The kind when dark forces emerge from the chasms to be beaten back by the billowing horns of the light. Focus on the pocket. Norvik has a record rate of 0.15 rate of DEPF, Daily Esoteric Point Formation. This rate is similar to other coastal cities. Few of these pockets result in anything above a 1-star danger rating as well. The current rate for anything higher, 1 in 10. Thus, this pocket before you will arguably not result in anything dangerous or interesting, but it is still your job to deal with it. Above the shimmering pocket, far up, you see the moon. Alone in that ever-wide expanse, a blot of light as wide as your thumb on an outstretched fist. Circling around the white, its blue-hued ring. It shines particularly bright on this cloudless night. I'm so sorry. Even this grassy field, the roof of the garden, which holds no glowstone nor everlasting flame, is so brightly illuminated that you have no trouble seeing each individual dewy blade of grass as you plant yourself on top of them. Esoteric pocket, this spot, this is where you await. Having sat quiet for quite some time, the goblin finally speaks. They're really not that common, are they? No, they're not. That checks out. Ignoring a few encounters below, I've only ever run into a real esoteric event in the wild twice in my life. I guess this is 3. What was the first? Saw a bullet pocket when I was a kid. No one I knew died, but it was a shit show. Bullet is a land shark predator. They burrow through the air with intense speeds. They have been known to invade Novarkian streets at times, taking many lives in the process. What was the second? I was on a trip to South Housing when I accidentally walked out or slid into a grease pocket. It took me 5 days to get rid of that oily feeling all over. Awful. What was the third? This. He points to the blue bubble. I meant this is the third one. For me. Right. I misunderstood. The goblin squints at you, as if you too were an esoteric pocket. I have encountered many myself. Oh yeah? Time to describe a moment of your heroism to the goblin. Maybe you'll inspire him. Tell him the tale of the intoxicated mob. You gain nothing by sermonizing about the esoteric with this goblin. Ooh. Necrobutcher, gremlin, or intoxication. I think I'll go with the gremlin story. Lovely place. As long as you're not anywhere near the water. I was stationed in a small barracks built right at the side of the turbine. Oh no, the turbine? Aren't those extremely loud? Like to the point of being considered noise torture? It was bad. Terrible. We had wax plugs like all the factory workers. Smart solution. Or you know, an absolute necessity of survival. Anyways, it's Toll's dance, middle of summer. Everyone else went home for the day. I was the only recruit left behind, so I got stuck on patrol duty. The goblin nods. You see, he wants to mention something about you being the only one to not have a girl for Toll's dance, but he stops himself. I was patrolling that night when I noticed an esoteric pocket forming, similar to this one. It was attached to the wall for this massive foundry building, not far from the GSP outlet. The goblin glances at the blue bubble. So what'd you do? Protocol said alert the locals first. Then call a cleric to dispel it. This was before I knew anything about the esoteric, beyond what I'd read, so I went inside the foundry to see if anyone was still inside. He keeps looking at the pocket, then the door sealed behind me. The goblin sits up straighter. I got locked in. Locked in? That's what I said, yes. Huh. Then the pocket expanded, covered a large portion of the factory floor, turned this wobbly, shimmering veil. He looks at you with an excited smirk. Then what? What kind of pocket was it? Well, yeah? Gremlins fell out of it. His eyes widened, an intrigued yet shocked expression. Tiny, colorful, fey creatures. Tiny, colorful fey creatures, sharp maws, born from pure chaos. They immediately started playing with every piece of machinery they could find, which was a lot. Shit, and you're locked in with them? The entire night, fighting them, brawling, trying to contain them, trying to keep them from escaping further into Dagverby. Wow, that's impressive. The entire night alone? There was probably only a dozen or so, but they were very dangerous. I could only imagine. He snaps his fingers, and the noise from the GSP made sure no one could hear the chaos. That does make sense. You had not thought of that before. Oh, that makes sense. I hadn't thought about that. The goblin shakes his head. How'd you even survive? I'm no expert, but I've heard gremlins aren't exactly non-lethal. I held out till dawn. They managed to slice my arm into pieces, burn my foot in a furnace, and generally beat me bloody. My left eye was so swollen I couldn't even see through it. He gives you a respectful nod. That explains why you're so durable. You've taken way worse in the past. Once I managed to break out, the sun was out. Your companion listens to your story intently, and the gremlins turned to dust. The pocket disappeared. Like most esoteric events, they go away just as suddenly as they appeared. His expression shifts, a knowing look. So you're standing there, no sleep, a ruined factory behind you. I got reprimanded to hell and back. The only reason I wasn't thrown out was that I wasn't really supposed to be put on patrol by myself, so that's fucked. You get beaten to shit to protect Dagverby from a gremlin fiesta, and that's what you get? Ridiculous. Nod. Of course, it was nothing compared to that time my eyes exploded. The goblin quickly gets up from his seat. You're what? Suddenly your body recoils. A shockwave, faint but real, emerged from the esoteric pocket. Your intuition was correct, as always. You waited 1 hour, and now you get to witness this esoteric event. It is forming. It has become. The pocket expands into view. Oh, they're so cute. Inside you see creatures. Small, furry, with arms and legs. They look like tiny potatoes with limbs. Vatar. Fey tricksters. They're dancing, wildly, chaotic. You feel compelled. Let's join them. Your body walks itself into the pocket. Ah! What are you? He follows, unwillingly. You step inside. Vatar cheer. Tiny voices, high-pitched, gleeful. You start dancing with them. Your body moves. Or maybe it's just an instinct. Not by choice, but by some ethereal urge. Oh no. The goblin is dancing too, involuntary. I can't stop it! The Vatar dance around you both, laughing, spinning. Snell, any ideas? Ideas? He's spinning, involuntary. I know. How do you usually get out of a thing like this? I don't have the means to step while moving like this. I don't like the sound of that, he twirls. It should stop naturally after a while. Most pockets do. Oh, should it? What does a while mean in this context? A couple hours, maybe. A couple of... Starts to perform a smooth hip twist. Let's try to figure out how to escape. Think. You're dancing. Hard to think while dancing. So we get +2 in Constitution. Let's try it. Oh shit, that could go well. You dance. Your body protests. Muscles scream. Hours pass. Oh shit. 6 exhaustion. The Vatar girl bored. They vanish. The pocket fades. You collapse. Everything hurts. The grass is wet with morning dew. You lie there, breathing hard. The goblin is nearby. Also collapse. Never again. Never again. I haven't gone that wild in a long time. Remind me to never go clubbing with you. Pocket is gone. The goblin sits up. At least we didn't get any gremlins. He looks around as if checking. Small victories. The world returns to normal. Without that esoteric feeling, just grass, moon, cold air, complete calm and quiet. The grass beneath your feet is cold and wet. Regular cold and wet. You did well with that strange thing. Once again, you have learned nothing by this practical exercise. Take a deep breath and leave. Okay. Nikes. Dawn of day 2. We need to go find a place to sleep, man. Okay, so nothing really to interact with over here. Got that bike still. Ooh, can we interact with this now? Come back after midnight-ish. Snikes. Oh, I think I need to go there. But can we engage with this now? Approach the tea-shop door once more. So we could attempt to break it down. Oh, we can use this here? A splash of colorful grease magically covers every crevice of the blanket, oozes colorfully. Is that going to help? Yes, Neil. Okay, so I'll be greased up and easier to pry? Exactly. Right, great. You see the reflection of the now glazed wooden surface. You look glorious. Time to smash these planks. +6 hertz greased up. Okay, hang on. I need to find out where to sleep. All dice checks are unlocked. Oh gosh. What's all this? Where can I rest? Anything new down here? Okay, so little demon guys over here now. Oh, I feel like we definitely missed something after midnight. Alright, I need to take a break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't really want to talk to anyone yet till I find a place to sleep. And I know in our quest we were trying to find a specific house. I just have no idea where that house was at. And I hope it wasn't this one over here. Now we have to wait till midnight again. Or if I could have gone to that. There's no houses to interact with here. There's a person up there now, which is cool. Go up there and there's that knight in there. Just got the seagull over here. Okay, so the Drunken Sphinx, which is probably closed now. Oh, what's this? A sneaky apple. Oh. That leads us to like a whole little side area I didn't even notice. Not that that helped much. Oh man, we are just gonna have to talk to people. So yeah, that just leads us back to the windmill. This leads us up here. Oh my gosh, I don't think I ever even explored up here last time. Darrell House. Oh my gosh, I never came up here yesterday. Holy cow, I missed like a huge thing. This really leads to Central Toasted. You have no business there. Shit. Up to Darrell's house. That's what we were looking for. Who the heck are you? City Sworn Angel. I don't want to talk to you right now. Cold, stern, glorious. Oh. Okay, well, I don't know where to go anyway, so. In the Corn Lord's garden, you encounter a porcelain specter. Polished armor, inhuman, her presence is both ethereal and demanding. She floats gently in the air, strangely unaffected by the river winds. Your goblin companion keeps his distance, muttering under the breath a word of disdain. Angel. Bow your head. The creature does not turn to face you. Instead, her many eyes simply pivot their gaze. A handful of Celestials are employed by the city after the Clanwin's deal of 13. Arcane Cleric, she echoes, of the Palace Script House in Northgard. This is the one. The Valkyrie. Keep her safe. You? Keep her safe? Just the cleric is fine. Thank you. She now lifts her chin. Then she opens her mouth to speak. In a projected, cold tone. Ita. She says her name like a declaration of existence. As she states her name, you realize her mouth is not moving. Telepathic communication. The goblin gives you an uncomfortable look. He clearly does not enjoy having telepathic conversations like this. Psst. Master, look. What? It is an angel. I can see that, Meek. Meek is just saying, angel is scary. You're a mimic, a monster, a creature of the dungeon. Yes. And you're saying this beautiful, radiant angel is the one that's scary? Yes. I'm not sure about that, cleric. You're talking very loudly with your scarf. The angel's many eyes stare at you as you speak with your animated rag. You can talk with your scarf if you want to. It's your right, probably. I have some things I need to ask. She just stares at you with many, many eyes. Speaking with the ethereal creature is unnerving. You should mention it, the eyes. She'll appreciate it. Yes, stand tall. Tell her how you feel. That is what a man would do. I keep my mouth shut for now. Coward. Don't mess with this fucking thing. Is this the Darrow residence? Some of her eyes glance towards the door to your left, then back at you. They spin gently around her. She's very non-vocal. We're getting nowhere with this. Be direct with her. Great. So, the eye stops spinning. She can sense you're impatient. The creature is dread itself. Enunciate slowly. I'll be honest, you really freaked me out. Your comment causes the angel to turn her face towards you for the first time. Oh gods, you're a dead man. You can feel Sneal sweating. Malteki Prazamoit. A celestial tongue. A common derogatory saying among the horde. It means something along the lines of the little one speaks. Why is everyone in this damn district mocking you? You're the cleric. They should treat you with respect. You can sense she does not see you as worthy. Is that alright with you? Perhaps you should stand up for yourself. Don't disrespect me, Angel. As you do, she makes the first real move. One step. Her hand placed upon the top of your helmet. What when? The goblin grits his teeth and stumbles back. The ring rotates around her head, and now yours. She is close. Sorry. I'm scared. She leans in. You can see through the gap in her skull where her eyes should be. A warning, Claire. Jen, no, she whispers, before taking a step back, leaving you frozen. She will be your death. Your body is Pulled towards her. That was awesome. Despite her harsh words, you see her body language relax. Maybe. It's hard to tell, but she does not appear truly angry. Coin Lord Darrow is busy. When is he available? She hands you a rusty key along with a note. The Coin Lord did wish to speak with you last night. Since you were unavailable, he instead sends a message. He says, remember your duty. Follow the official line of the city and serve the goblins well, without compromising our position. That's vague and confusing. The angel only stares at you with many eyes, then turns and floats away, leaving you behind on the top of Tolstad. What a conversationalist. Look at the key in your hands. It's a key to the guard tower, the one in front of you. Your goblin companion glances over, then towards the building. Alright, he wants you to sleep in there. Enjoy that. Look at the note in your hand. It says, cardamom poison. This will allow you entrance to the tea shop. Good passphrase. No one would ever speak ill of that wonderful spice. But I really enjoyed being up all night with you. Yeah, well, I'm not doing that again. He adds under his breath, preferably. So at least get some actual sleep. At some point, at least. Right. Okay, yeah, let's go get some sleep. Oh, gosh. She's in here, too. The Celestial appears to focus on her work, a stack of many, many documents with her many, many eyes. There is no acknowledgement of your presence in her many, many eyes. She is avoiding eye contact in an effort to avoid conversation. I am busy. Just look at her documents. There are detailed notes about the tea shop. You need help with that? I do not require assistance, Cleric. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. I need to sleep, get rid of this exhaustion. Ooh, what's this? Bless? What's Bless do? A level 1 enhancement. You bless yourself with Divine Guidance. For the duration, you had 1d4 to all ability checks. Oh my gosh, that sounds great. Nice job stealing that key. Did we steal it? The Coin Lord fellow was probably just going to say some annoying stuff anyway. Before you lies a bedroll. Let's take a long rest. And you're going to bed. I'm going to head out then. Night. You lay down on your bedroll, finding sleep difficult. As you stir, you think about your quest to Star Witness, the man in yellow. Frank, son of Frank. It might just be a dead end, though you've got a distinct feeling he's lurking somewhere below. I believe he is. But you still haven't even entered the tea shop? It's probably time to do that tomorrow, unless you want to be a contrarian. I do want to enter the tea shop. Oh, I'm so behind. Which is fine. You're allowed to be a contrarian. I'm just saying. It's the mystery of the tea shop campaign. Not that I'm gonna dungeon crawl all day campaign. Okay. Okay, game. I get it. I get it. Messed up. I really didn't notice this little back way, and I should have. As your mind wanders, you realize you still have not entered the tea shop. Your main quest here on Tolstad. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna go enter the tea shop. You focused on a lot of other things, so it's understandable, but perhaps now is time. Yes, yes, yes. Stop chiding me, game. Ugh, so many loose threads, but don't worry, you've got time. I don't know, man, I slept. It's like 2 p.m. now. Yes, I know I need to locate the tea shop owner. It's time to delve deeper. Past the... You just said I need to focus on the tea shop. Among its many secrets, some paths has to go deeper. Before you know it, 8 hours have passed. You successfully completed your long rest. Okay, yep. It's gonna be late. Late in the day. Yep, day 2. I missed dawn. I hope I didn't lose out on too much. Your muscles strain as the second day begins. Today you need to gather more evidence. This mystery will not solve itself. Let's just start the day. Let's get going, yeah. I mean, look at that time. Look at that. It's already 2:26. We need to go get Snell. That needs to be our first thing. We're not doing anything without that guy. He's the best. Oh, I was hoping he'd just be waiting out here. Okay, let's see if we missed out on anything. See if the people are still down here. Okay, so we missed out on the person that was up there. A corner in Norvik, still standing in the gate era. So we missed that person. We haven't entered the tea shop, but we're about to. Turns out I could use grease and strength to get in probably the day before. Got the newspaper guy to talk to. But no, but first, we go to Snell. He has to be a Lady Sage Leaf, right? Buddy. Hey, there you are. Come with me. Good afternoon, Cleric. The goblin gives you a question look. You ready to head out? A bit later than I usually get started, but yeah, I'm ready. Okay, let's go. Sorry. Yes, we're off to go into... Oh, who the heck are you? Oh, so many new threads, loose threads, so many everything. Neswikala. Nessun of the Green. 18's pretty good. Level 6 Druid. Unbothered, moisturized, happy, in her lane. She is focused on her work, but she does not seek strife. She will help you if you do not pose a threat. Her knowledge goes deep, far below the city. Learn from her and her loneliness. Okay. At the top of the garden lookout, you see a strange creature hunched over. She makes potions. Underneath a large red hat, her drooping gaze slowly glides towards you. Not a hat. She's got an actual mushroom growing out of her skull. The elf drops a final piece of mushroom into the bowl on the table and gives you a creepy grin. Nice corner you got here. Slowly and in an appropriately dramatic fashion, she widens her eyes to reveal piercing red pupils, and her grin widens even more, somehow. Her expression leaves your legs weak, not in a good way. Ears, white hair, ashen hue, and those eyes. Snell seems to stay behind a bit. The goblin is staring into the wall. He looks queasy. An elf? Aren't they rare? In your days, you've only seen a handful of these gainly freaks. The city holds many folk, but elves are both few in numbers and seldom intermingle with the lesser races. But look at her. This is no elf of Ilum. This is an elf of Pema. Hello, elf. You hear a guttural crackle leave her lips. Sorry, one second. A man delves into the garden, his sights set on the mysterious below. Are you that man? Yes, how did you know that? Goblins are not the only ones who whisper underneath. I'm sure there's ghouls and goons as well. She tilts her head and comically large mushroom head. I'm talking about plants and such. The elf stammers. Can't even speak good. The elf does not so much as stammer as she tastes some words more than others. Not a speech impediment, it is her undercoast accent seeping through. She turns around, red eyes glimmering through a mist of spores. This Wakala of the Green. Call me Nest. I am underling to Hierophant of Ophidana. Of course, a druid. As you look into her eyes, you can feel it. She communes with nature itself on the regular. You're a druid? Prove it. She just gives you a goofy smile. I don't see how I could prove as such more than I currently do. She points to her head mushroom. I spent my days handling primal forces, to which grows and decays. Do you know much of it? Yeah, they went over the basics of the tower. The towers. Ah, your wizard school. I am no wizard. More or less, yeah. She lowers her gaze at what you realize is the first time since she raised it. I would like to hear your tale, human. There's much, much to be learned from your folk and your settlement in this band. Settlement? It is a great city-state, not some lone village. She speaks as though your folks' 60-something years of civilization building is nothing but a footnote in her history book. How sustainable is your lifestyle? Sustainable? How do you replenish the resources you consume? And if you do not, how many years until depletion? You mean me in particular or my people? Both. Or either. She presses down a mushroom in her bowl, sending a puff of spores into the air. I'm supposed to know that? I did not mean an exact number of hours or even years until you run out of natural resources. Just an approximation. And perhaps a toll of the impact of others in your vicinity. You want an answer now? If you have it. There is no stress. Think about it. The elf speaks of the realm. How long until your way of life collapses? You keep one balanced with the primal forces of the land. Is that the only way to live? Your folk will eventually chew through this land and be forced to expand. I've watched your people for some time, from a distance. I am not one to make judgments. That is for the earth and sea. But it worries me how few primal forces there are to keep you at bay. Primal forces? She places a palm against the rough floor. Ophidana has helped me keep the undersea from being overtaken by unbalancing powers. Demigods, fiends, celestials, your human, arcanists. Each creates a power that not only overtakes the primal, they do so with ease. The great war your kind waged upon one another delayed it, but I do not certainly believe it is inevitable. She speaks of the unsustainable nature of magic. The primal is just another of those powers she mentions. It can be tamed. It should be. She blames humans for this? Your folk are peaceful and kind, unlike those godless arcanists. Don't worry, nature always survives. Most often it does. But look at those so-called burned coast and those cursed lands in Demonor. She means reeds. Demonor is the old name. She should have called it Old Demonor. Nature makes it through most things, but there are life forces out there in the world that can wring the life out of every band if it so wishes. Magic is not what it used to be, but she is wise to stay. We must stay vigilant. She takes a deep and deliberate breath. Now enough of complicated topics. Tell me, human, do you have a mate? The elf speaks of nature as a close ally. You should... Wait, what did she just ask? Well? Why is it going into combat? Your cheeks clench. She is now allowed to pry. Rebuke her. Your companion takes a few steps further away. Calm down, calm down. This is not a hostile situation. Elaborate. Of course. I apologize if I was vague, human. I only mean most humans in this settlement group in pairs. I wonder if those of your kind do the same, form such long-term committed partnerships. She did not have ill intent in her original inquiry. I'm the cleric. I go solo. She lowers her mushroom cap and sighs. I see. It is the same here, then. The path of an esoteric guardian is to be alone. You're never alone, even when it feels like you are. The elf starts adding some kind of oily liquid to her mushroom bowl. It's just olive oil, cheap brand. If this old elf can guide you in any way, make it so. If not, I will return to my toil. Show your primal to it. What do you know about the tea shop? Only what the roots whisper to me. The elf leans closer, twisting her head to the side. You must delve deep, human. Something rotten happened that day. The green quake. They fear what's to come. They whisper. Ooh, do they whisper anything useful? She leans back and lets out a resigned sigh. You do not speak with trees often, do you? You should stop and listen more often. So you were here when it exploded? No, I was much further below. What do the goblins whisper about? That the city is at fault. That Lady Sageleaf should take over. The usual. Such speech is highly illegal. It is, in fact, not. What do you think happened? I will not deliberate on things I have no knowledge about. Refreshing sentiment. What are you voting for in the election? I am not a citizen of Norvik. According to city law, universal suffrage includes any inhabitants of Novorkian soil as of the 1st of Ingarmi, 26. How long have you lived here? About a year. How so? That makes you a citizen. Citizen? Oh. She's taken aback by this news. Don't I get a say in that? If you don't tell the government, you're probably fine. Then, perhaps I won't. Thank you, human. You don't look like an elf. What do elves look like? Im elves are monstrous. Ilium elves are tree-like. Prima elves are simply gray. I suppose there are many kinds of elves. She nods. We do not call ourselves that. But, to your people, yes. I am an elf. Prima. She closes her eyes. Prima yo oli Tayana Tahitia. We are the elves of stars. She recited the first line of an ancient declaration of war between Ilum and Pemia. It is the only known war between elven civilizations in recorded history. It is the name of our people, but is not correct. Remember that. Any questions? You speak Elvish. Impressive. She looks to the side, then back to you. Your grasp on the human tongue is remarkable as well. She's too kind. Do your people have a great civilization? No. I believe your people would call us nomads. So you're from the Undercoast? How do I get there? Holes and tunnels. There are more than enough, even within viewing distance. Though I'd recommend gaining Lady Sageleaf's approval first. Let's try this. Ooh, not quite. Oh, what? Because we got Lady Fair. Oh! You kneel. You need to prove it. You're attunement in nature. Interesting. Yes. She places the bowl from her desk to the ground before you. You must show what you've learned in your studies. The primal forces are complicated, but you can still sense the tingle of your strings through every branch and mushroom. Hold your hand over her bowl. As you reach out, the elf hums. Then she moves the bowl even closer to you. You've attempted this before. It did not go well. You believe that is all you require. Magic is not an exact science, despite what the instructors of the towers used to tell you. The esoteric in your realm does not conform to rules. That is the only rule they truly follow. Now feel the oily mushrooms inside this bowl, the strings within them, around them. Grab one of them. Change it. Twist a string. At first, nothing. Whoa. At first, nothing. Then a twinge. Whatever you touched, it is connected with the spores, the growth, the decay. You did little, but you did something. The elf nods. What did you do? What did I do? You ruined my brew. It's fine, listen. Oh, oops. She laughs. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. Gained item Druidcraft. Ooh, you performed an act of Druidcraft, human. Use Druidcraft to unlock unique interactions with the natural world. Goblin looks on, giving an uncharacteristically stunned expression. I did? She gives you a lecherous smirk. Nesson grabs the bowl and pours the mushy mushrooms on the ground. Contents wiggle before you. I made the mushrooms come to life? She looks up, reassuring you. No. They're supposed to move like that. You did not perform that big of an esoteric feat. No, not yet at least. She chuckles and puts the bowl back on her desk. Perhaps you can be One human I share knowledge with, if that is what you wish. Please do. I want to learn. Primal can complete it very well. What do you want to know, human? I want to learn how to speak with animals. That shouldn't be too hard. Woohoo! Speak with animals! A spell scroll to get you started. Cast it when you have an animal to speak with. You should be able to hold a conversation as long as you can keep up. Can druids create magical food? Perhaps, certainly. There's a spell that'd be very useful for you, since you're on the run all the time. Good apple, it creates 5 apples. Each can feed a grown man for a full day. Oh, can I have that spell, please? I don't have that spell scroll, sorry. But I do seem to remember I handed one to Mungor. She might keep one at the roots of Pooh. Yes, indeed, how wonderful. She really needs more socializing down there. Such a lovely woman. Quite the bite of her. The elf is quite the provoker. Horrible. Huh? Good, move on. Can nature protect me? Of course, with barkskin. I do not have the spell scroll of it, but it's down in the roots below the garden. If you pass by, take it. I keep a cache hidden underneath Lord Pooh. Oh, we already got this, though. This lord will just give me the cache? We have a password. Just say, Menon Sakayas Puni, and he'll open right up. Since you have the other stuff inside as well. Since Sageleaf wants you to succeed. Oh, great, thanks. You're welcome. She gives you a creepy smile. Okay, you know what? This is all I'm going to ask for now. It's already 3:10. Oh, no. That's it. Bye, leave. Okay. Let's look at our spell book. So, Druidcraft. Oh, it's a... Whispering to the spirits of nature, you create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that follows you. This effect allows you to engage with primal entities that would otherwise hide from your presence. Okay, we need to go get... Oh, okay, we have a few of these cool new spells. Okay. We gotta go pray. And I know just where to pray before we go to the tea shop. So now we have... Oh man, we got so many cool spells now. Nature seeps through the cracks. Oh, let's craft Druidcraft. Wait, is it active? I believe it's active. Okay. Cool. Sorry, dude. We're just going to use your... Use your prayer area. I'll talk to you another day. Hey, Zombie's still gone. I wonder where we went off to. Let's go pray. Prepare spells. Okay. So we want Knock and Barkskin for sure. We want Speak with Animals. I think we don't really need Shield of Faith since we have Barkskin. Let's get Grease. Cure Wounds definitely need. Well, Charm Person and Bless. Okay, cool. How long does Bless last for again? Spellbook. Just gonna go read it more closely. Up to 1 hour. Okay. So we don't want to cast it until we're pretty sure we're gonna be having some checks. Which maybe we should cast it right after we get inside the tea shop then. Oh, so I have to always cast this every time we go through a new area, this looks like. Oh no, it lasts. I just don't know for how long. Just gotta be on the lookout for that to go away. Oh, like these guys. We can talk with them now. Cool. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, cool. Oh, I should talk to you. Okay, fine, I'll talk to you. Let's learn about you. Oh, let's learn nothing about you. So, a vendor. Beneath the shadow of a gnarly statue sits a girl wrapped in colorful garments. She's wearing some sort of hat with an attached veil covering her face. On the ground around her, upon a fancy rug, you see an assortment of strange trinkets. Some of them have quite potent esoteric auras. She tries to say something, but is clearly unable due to her heavy layer of insulation. Sorry? She lifts up a small arm from underneath the layers, ripping the hat mask from her face. I said, gods! It's so cold here! You see how her skin has a faint blue tint. That, along with her small figure, makes it obvious to you. She is a halfling, one of the Stormblood descent, originating from the Windcrack Mountains. You carry that thing around? Would that impress you? She taps the statue behind her with an evil grin. Let me introduce us formally. This here behind me is my guardian, Cruel Wind. Winged cruelty, flying evil, something like that. I call him Feel Her. A gargoyle. Earth elemental, terribly powerful. You've got a gargoyle bodyguard? Yes, fancy, isn't it? As for me, I'm Oyugai, a traveling wind. She who brings that which tingles around the coast from band to band. Her voice carries a wonderfully exotic tonality. My services are available to you if you have the coin. I have coin. Wonderful to hear. Though I'm still getting used to this, what do you call it here? Crown? Yes. Give me your crown and you shall have great treasures. No dungeoneering required. She speaks strangely somewhat. It's like she knows the language perfectly, but the way she talks is off. Ah, of course. She's under the effects of Tun. Goblin clears his throat and gives the halfling a bow. So you're the car Marchian vendor that came by the other day. Oh, I am popular then. You're affiliated with this dragon I hear about? Yeah. Everything work out with the application? It did. Send my regards to your queen. She's not a... Sure, I'll do that. He gives you a nod and steps back. What do you say, warrior? Make my time worth it here in the cold? That's a powerful spell you're using to speak my language. It is! But don't worry, I am not a great wizard. It is skin pitcher. Oh, right. What do you call it here? You have a specific term for it. Some words do not appear to translate properly. She taps the lips and looks at you. An esoteric tattoo? Tattoo! That's the one. I paid a lot for it in Hazy. Fun fact, the inking was actually performed by a mummified frog woman. An Anora. They are anti-Sapelian people, beasts of yore. That sounds interesting. Sure does. Took 2 weeks before anything I ate didn't taste like corpse stress. But it was worth it. I really like that helmet up there. Why is that hanging from your statue friend? Oh, that's a warning. Last adventurer tried to steal from me, left it behind. You can buy it if you want. If you dare. Let's see what shops. Great. What can I get you? For example, she pulls out a yellowed scroll from her chest. This here is a scroll of comprehend languages. Handy if you need to decipher some ancient text. Ooh, so I don't have 500 crowns. But I could get the comprehend languages. Okay, let's go with the scroll of comprehend languages. I would assume so. It's such a great price. I apologize if the handwriting is a bit rough. I got it from the gnomish gentleman in Vorganaya, a pixie dusting friend of mine. Okay, that's all for now. And it doesn't look like we have a way to sell things, at least not yet. Maybe there will be later. Let's go on in here. Oh, well, now I do want to just break it down for fun. Let's use the password. Saying the words immediately causes the nails to jump out of the planks. The blue aura of the arcane lock spell just fades away. They fall to the ground, one after the other. Now you can complete your quest. The goblin shakes his head. Cardamom? Goblins generally do not enjoy cardamom cake for strange, alien reason. Your companion does not enjoy the taste of the sweet, sweet cardamom cake. Celebrate with a fist pump. You pump your fist in the air. It feels great. Beyond lies the ruined tea shop. You can smell it already. It's like you're looking into a burnt-out fireplace. The ash and cinder is all that remains. The goblin gives you a serious look. It's time, Cleric. Get ready to step inside, your body shivering. Death. This is death. Meek smell of fire. Bad magic leaves stain here. Master, be careful. Let's go on in. Okay. Tea shop that blew up. Let's start in the back and work our way forward. Except that might be a secret entrance. Frame without a painting. A frame for a painting. The actual picture was obviously burnt away in the blast. It is iron. It remains. What sort of painting do you think this was? Rummer does strike me as the type of guy to hang a giant picture of himself. What do you think? Maybe his wife and kids. Yeah, negative on that one. I don't know him personally or anything, but that bird's flying solo. They don't have to be real. What? It could be an imaginary wife and kids. He's contemplating your word, then dismiss them. Maybe we should keep looking for actual clues. Are you saying this burnt up painting is not a clue? Fuck it. Sure, it's a clue. He lets out a big sigh. Why not? Why not? Let's look closer at the frame. Iron, melted to hell, but still somewhat intact. Not as affected by the fire as some pipes you saw in the central tea shop chamber. Right, anything else? Frame holds nothing else. Okay. And to this one. Broken table or shelf. Ooh, 27 coins. Okay. How the hell is this place still standing? See an iron door under rubble and soot. Late in the passage, the iron door has fallen off its hinges. Look at the corners, they're bent. Look at the bent corners of the door. To bend metal like this, it takes power. An incredibly high temperature must have been involved to cause the door to bend like this. Okay, hot enough to melt iron. The hinges are connected to the wall via thick iron nails. Typical dwarven design. They use a metal known as hardstain on doors like this. Looks like they've been ripped right out of the stone. No, wait, no, the iron's been bent as well. Interesting. Then this was a combination of force and heat. An esoteric effect? Just a spell? Your bet is this was a high tier spell. Alarming. Meek, what do you make of this? Door is very hurt. Meek feel bad for Door. Bad magic did this. Master, be careful. Whatever did this still may be here. Man, we only have to get nothing. As long as it's not a 1, we're good. Excellent. To melt iron like this would require incredible heat, especially for hardening. You remember from your studies the art of the fireball spell, an awesome power. It was often used for horrific efficiency in the Coast War to eliminate entire legions. But to reach degrees hot enough to soften this iron, it would have to be of 7th level or higher. More realistically, considering how the flames have forcefully escaped from the back rooms by bending the door this way, 8th or 9th spell. Okay. Damn. Okay, paper is apparently weak to fire. Once our shelves here filled with magazines. You've seen this type of construction before in other city tea shops. Images of loud dwarfs arguing over articles flash in your mind. You like reading, Snell? Sure, but not this garbage. You're right. Hard to read when it's burnt like this. No, not. He shakes his head. Copper Zines. It's just a bunch of lies and tall tales. Might be fun if you want to raise your blood pressure. Well, thank you for expressing your opinion. Let us now return to work. Just to make sure you're not falling apart or anything. When have you ever done that? What? I just seem to notice that you start to act a bit strange sometimes. Just wanted to make sure you're not, I don't know, leaking out of your head or something. Thank you for your concern. I do not have any unwanted holes or hemorrhages going on. Okay, good. Great to hear. He still looks concerned. Don't scare him like this. Look at the clumps of charcoal. Littered across the stone alcove, you see chunks of, well, charcoal. This used to be wood. These stone shelves used to have a wood front. Is there really nothing readable left? Why would there be? Paper burns quite easily. But what if? Your eyes sweep over the ashy remains. Ooh, let's search for something. Success. Among the mess, you notice something solid. Moving away from the small pile of burnt magazines, you discover paper completely unharmed by the flames. It's a bit dirty, but a quick shake reveals the title. The Undercommon. We spent a fortnight fishing these bad boys out of the sewers last year. What kind of asshole thought a magically indestructible newspaper was a good idea? There's a faint tealish outline of the paper. Not quite glowing in the dark, but almost. Is it any good? The design? Nah, shit. It can't even be burnt? Nope, not even magic flame. Ooh, can we equip that then? +1 intelligence, -1 constitution. So then we go down to +1 for constitution, +4 for intelligence. Which doesn't change it for intelligence. So, okay, we'll keep it this way. Okay, let's look at this. A flip table looks heavy. The only not disintegrated thing in the central chamber is a stone slab. A table that was once a stone table. Now it is as scorched as the rest of the tea shop. Move that thing. It is surely hiding something important. Ah, yes, a table. Must have been flipped over by the force of the explosion. Beneath. Everything is horrific beneath. Leave this for last, if you are able. So whisper the strings in your ear. So you want to flip the table? It's damn heavy, but maybe we can do it. Later. We'll try that after as the last thing. We'll listen to that. Whatever content once filled this chamber has been pushed up against the cracked walls. The dwarven masonry is damaged in various locations and everything. Every single thing is in the chamber is burnt. Incredible power. This is the center. But where exactly did the explosion originate from? The stony tile, scorch marks, and general aesthetic makes this look like a dragon's lair. Death. Let's check the debris. Just a quick search reveals nothing but charred rock and iron scraps. Remnants of furniture, shelves maybe, chairs. Pushed up into the corner of the room, a violent and sudden force of heat compressed it all. It was an instant, and then everything became nothing. Check on the iron beams along the wall. Once they stood straight, holding the ancient tunnel upright. Askew and weak, yet they stand. Your heartbeat quickens. You glance upwards, finding the somewhat high ceiling of the chamber to be scorched but intact. This place will stand, for now. Could this be caused by a spell? Spells can cause most things. Very obviously this chamber has been hit by a fireball spell. Let's see if we can find the origin point. Oh, failure. You are surprisingly confused. Spend 10 minutes simply looking around. There's clearly damage in the center of the chamber, and the force obviously pushed everything towards the wall, but no matter where you look, there is no clear epicenter. You need more time on this. Not then, alright. We could take a break or something. He is frustrated. There's more, far more. The fire spreading wildly in all directions. The center is many. Ooh. Okay, yeah, let's try it again. Okay, sweet, it passed. You look around and find the damage confusing. While centered in the chamber, the damage appears uneven, as if the force of the explosion was struggling with itself. With that thought, you receive a vision. Replaying the event in your mind, an explosion. In the chamber. Conflagration spreading. It just doesn't work. However, you experiment in your head with the idea of multiple explosions. Suddenly it clicks. The floor has several marks. You start counting. 1, 2, 3. It's not enough. Looking around the chamber, you see several points from which the fire clearly spread. Explosion is no. Explosions. Explosions. Multiple. Your companion lifts his head from whatever scraps he was looking over. What did you say? You keep counting. 4, 5, 6. Even though that is not enough. Fires. The immense force. 7, 8. You point to the last spot of the floor you can see, near the west wall where you're standing. 9. 9 of them. You see his face contort as it dawns on him. More than one, he mutters. Hold up 7 fingers. Or 9 separate explosions simultaneously. He stares at your fingers. He won't mention it. He's too kind. He looks around the chamber, concerned. Walk me through it. How do 9 explosions go off at the same time? We got a cabal of sorcerers? A coven? What? Careful now. Do you really want to share this info with them? Goblin is not your boss. You don't need to tell him anything. I trust him. Necklace of fireballs. Necklace of, he says and pauses. You can see his mind working behind his sharp eyes. Huh. It's the only logical answer. Like the assassination of Princess Iona? Something like that. He nods and looks around at the destruction. The mass-produced shit they used in the Coast War won't get close to this level of force. You're telling me someone tossed 9 beads of fireball, essentially a fully charged and practically invaluable magic item, into a damn tea shop? Yep. He rubs his eyes. Well, shit. Gonna have to report. Old lady's not gonna believe it. Okay. Coming back for the table. It's 4 o'clock. Well, let me interact with this. There we go. Clumps of what was once porcelain. Broken teacups. On the floor beneath the shelf, you find a pile of broken porcelain. Damn, it's like a clump, he says, coughs a little. He must have been extremely intense at the spot to cause such an effect. Old Master had a cup like this. Sorry, what? Old Master had a big collection. Of cups? Yes. Teacups? Yes. The Old Master of yours sure is a strange character. Yes. Try to pick one up. Grabbing the edge of a cup reveals how stuck it is. You can't move it an inch. They've been deformed by the fire. The heat must have been thousands of degrees. Can I pull it harder? It would only break. No use. Okay. It reeks. Laughter and debate once filled these seats. Used to be sitting for customers. Along the wall you find a row of booths. Any textiles are obviously ruined, but the wood itself stands interesting. Your companion squats down and checks under the tables. Yep, it's fucked down here. Where should I look first? Wherever evil is found. Not helpful. The left booth doesn't seem interesting. Snell checks the right one. Check the central booth. The militia hose the whole place down, Snell says while lifting a coal-like wood piece. Especially here in the front. It's all sludge. Gonna be hard to find signs of anything. Bad guys always leave big signs. We'll find something. Wouldn't that be neat, he says and drops a piece. Yeah, if you find something. You focus on this particular booth, or what used to be one. Textiles once draped over the seating have been turned to ash and charred along with the expensive wood. Along with the water damage, the elemental forces here are intense. The stone tables remain standing for now, scorched like dwarven architecture. Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything here. I'll check the other booth. He lifts his head and sniffs. Keep looking for now. Let's not waste too much time here. He's ordering you around. He can't do that. The goblin is simply making conversation. Don't read into it. The row of booths are still here, still burnt. Let's look over the debris carefully. Lifting some of the wreckage, you spend 10 minutes searching around the crevice behind the booth until something catches your eye. Something not burnt. You reach out and grab it. Ooh! It's a tiny metal leaf. It fits in the palm of your gloved hand. As you wipe off the soot, you find it in a strange condition. Its intricate design showing both value and style. But you feel a tingle down your arm. Esoterical. The tiny leaf fits in the palm of your gloved hand. Magic item? Gained experience. The brooch is half melted. The magic item does not get destroyed like this. Not by anything but the most powerful of magic. It simply does not happen. A dainty elvish symbol, representing the degeneracy and decadence. This is a brooch designed by Ilium hands. The religious leaders and nobility carry these. I found something. Oh? The goblin scoots over to you and looks at the tiny pin in your hand. Strange. Interesting. It kinda survived the fire? Bring it with. Show it to the old lady. Sure. He looks around. Let's focus somewhere else in here. Focus on the charred remains of the table. Glancing over the scorched wood, you find it simply burned like everything else, barely existing. But it is wood, intact wood, relatively speaking. The militia's attempt to stop the fire splashed everything with water as well. So all the soot is just sludge. It is still quite strong, wedged along the stone bench. Someone put some pressure on there. You lean on it. The weight of your bulging muscles and overwhelming masculinity strains the thick timber. You can hear the wood fires twitching. Gained item, burnt bracken. It snaps. You hold the piece of wood in your hands. Your companion gives you a confounded look. What? It wasn't ruined enough for you? Just a souvenir. Great. Tea shop debris. Looking at the piece of wood, it's been infused with fiery energies. Look inside the burnt wood. You see a sliver of a live bracken. The thickness of the survived and burnt wood suggests a certain level of heat and firepower. It was caused by a fireball spell. A regular third level won't do this kind of damage to bracken. Interesting. Okay, so we have comprehend languages now. Just wanted to get rid of that little dot over there. So we got more incense. We got another shard at one point. Got the arcane music box, which is -2 charisma, -1 wisdom. Ooh, +2 charisma and -1 wisdom, but advantage against elves. But of course, that's an accessory. We probably don't actually need lockpicking anymore. Just because we have knock. So I'm going to put this away for now. I do like the idea of having advantage against elves. Dexterity has been really nice, but alas, gotta pick and choose. Only the stone base remains. You step behind the counter. There are compartments filled with ruined tin boxes. In the back, there's a complicated set of tubes and pipes, combining into some type of tea-making machine. A brewer. Not often you get to see those these days. You have a sweet with cream, please, Snell says nastily. Or make that half cream, actually. My tummy's sensitive today. He's making fun of humans and their love of milk. Oh, the goblin's kidding. Time to be a different, better joke. That'll be smooth. But you're a goblin. Don't you want some green tea? The goblin laughs. Fake laughter. That's funny, because I'm green. The smile drops. Check the damn counter. There's a slab of wood covering the stone base on the countertop. It was once finely sanded bracket, now ruined, but the stone still stands strong, steadfast. Look over the machine. Pipes and levers melted, glass shattered. This was once a fine work of engineering. Okay, check the pipes. Copper pipes, expensive. Once shiny, now charred and bent. Handcrafted, you see the markings of a round hammer across it. A lot of care went into this machine. Check the coppered chamber on the top. This is where you put the tea leaves. As you lean in, you don't see much beyond some burnt murk through the cracks, but you do smell something. It smells awful, an intense scent. Why does it smell like that? It contains something foul. You do not know what. You must go closer. Know that scent. Okay, let's lean in. Come on, don't. And hell, the horrible smell. You smell the disgusting burnt muck through the gaps of your helm. It smells like disgusting burnt muck. Bad. This is not good. You know this is bad. What smells foul makes your nose stronger? That's not true. Your knees shake, but you stand. Take care of yourself better. As you turn around, you find the goblin glaring at you with a worried expression. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Check the output valve. There's a metal valve at the end. It's shut. It's only shut when it's brewing. That means it was working during the explosion. Let's open the valve. You try to turn the valve, but it bends at an odd angle. Wait, this is not how a valve is supposed to fill. It's stuck? You are the hammer. The valve is the nail. Let's try to force it. If a machine does not work, you make it work. Oh no. You put pressure on the valve as you turn the little lever. Suddenly you hear a snap. A tiny piece of copper comes flying towards you, hitting your helmet with a dink. Shit! Step back! The valve bursts open, releasing an oozing pile of tea, ash, God only knows what else onto the floor. Gods be damned, Snell mutters, holds his nose. The scent is particularly awful. Avoid. Avoid. Let's try to survive. Woohoo! We survive! Foulness, but nothing you cannot stand. You smell the fetid oozing ooze. The goblin is dry heaving next to you. Let's try your best not to puke. Alas, you preserve. The floor behind the counter is now covered in a layer of ashy mulch. Ugh, what did I gain from this? A loud ding comes out of the machine as the last dribble of ooze exits the canister. It's still operational? What the hell? A deaf Neil. After the bell, a box opens at the top of the machine. Inside you see dry tea leaves. It's steam leaves. They're supposed to add extra flavor. And from the scent, they are Yukol leaves from Kargamesh. Wait, this thing was ready to go. Does that mean it was being used during the explosion? Possibly. Truly a possibility. Alright, well, that means those tea leaves are evidence. The goblin is correct for once. Evidence, huh? Snell stares at you. Yeah, pick up the leaves, Cleric. What? He is not... You know, I trust Snell. Fuck off, Strength. Alright, of course. Yeah, of course. Sweet. You carefully place the dry leaves in your pouch. The goblin gives you a nod. Now, can we please not hang around this goop? 10 boxes full of tea leaves. That was supposed to be. The heat from the explosion has melted both the tent and its contents. Okay. Okay. Ooh, -3 charisma. Dang. Okay, now we can go try to flip the table. We'll only give it one shot because it's like, what, 25 it said? Okay. Even with Snell, this is really heavy. There's something interesting here, though. Okay. -10 DLC because we checked out the rest of the table. Okay, we can do this. Natural 20. Let's go! You grab the thick table with your gloved hands, gripping it firmly, strongly. Snell copies your movements. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Flip the table. Oh. A body. You stare into the dark corner of the tea shop. Amidst soot and broken tiles, you see a corpse. It almost disappears into the destruction around it. An aura of sorrow. This is pure tragedy, beyond any imaginable degree. It's a... Snell stares at it. He is silent. One casualty. Report it. Slower out of respect. You spend a moment next to Snell in silence. Thoughts landing at his figured remains. It haunts you. The corpse appears completely charred to you. Such destruction would make it very difficult to identify. The size is average, in human terms, somewhat slender. Hard to make out anything other than a silhouette. The goblin steels himself. How much experience do you have with corpses, Cleric? Your thoughts land on anatomy books, basic medicine training, nothing practical. Death. You know it. You fear it. You are far too young. The goblin breaks your intense stare down at the corpse and turns to you. He is afraid the corpse will awaken. Not an unreasonable concern. Cleric? I can handle it. Good to hear. We should do a preliminary checkup, just to scope out the scheme. Then we'll get a transport to the Lich House, I guess. Preliminary checkup? Uh-huh. He's barely listening to you. I'll check the head, you, check the hands or something. He's keeping a healthy distance. The goblin is afraid. He does not want to touch the corpse. You feel bad for him. You take a few careful steps up to it. Seeing it up close causes you to shake. Your flesh feels the flames. You share the bond of death. Let's look at the torso. Dark mass, once skin, now appears to be but a solid mass. It does not even smell. She was incinerated, fully, in an instant. The intense heat caused rapid muscle contraction, freezing the woman in place. She placed herself in that position, most likely to take cover from the explosion. Nothing but blackened, brittle carbon residue. However, you are quite certain this was a woman. The mortician will have to determine that. Whatever led her to this corner, it was quick. Woman, unknown age, she crawled up in this position moments before the explosion. She did not suffer. Got it. Good info. He leans in slightly closer. Too far to see anything. The poor goblin. You see the left hand is half destroyed. Perhaps they landed on it. Could have shattered in the fall if the source of the fire was instantaneous enough. But most likely the fire would have taken at least half a minute to be lethal, and only if the fire source was hot enough to cook the target's brain. The right hand is clenched near the victim's hip, holding something. A clue, of course. Looks like something brittle in the grip. Perhaps leave it for later. No, that's a bad idea unless you want to break it, that fist into 1,000 pieces. But hey, maybe you do. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do it later. Check out the head. Not much to see. Fires burned off everything. No pain. This was the instant destruction of a mind and soul. You sense it by looking at this twisted husk of a person. It was a quick death. Gods be good. While charred beyond recognition, the skull itself is fairly intact. The mouth is intact. Good. Speak with dead. It requires an intact mouth on the corpse to successfully mimic speech. Even in this condition, the corpse should be a valid target. Do I notice anything else? Good question. Looking for distinguishing features, you do notice something interesting. The ears. Ears? Look at the ears, Neil. He squints. Barely there. What about them? Is that shape off to you? Yeah, well, because of the fire, unless you mean... Oh. Despite barely keeping a recognizable form, what remains of the ears have peculiar shape. They're sharp, pointy. Oh. Pointy ears. He looks around. There's only one humanoid creature on the coast with this body size and pointy ears. Not an orc. Not a gnome. Not a human. Goblin takes a step back. No chance. Oh boy, there's no doubt. Your companion glares at the corpse, his head, and slowly turns towards you. Oh no. Oh dear gods. It's a damn elf! Scent of Yukol. This is the death you fear, the dramatic end to your career. Did they know? No, they couldn't have. Yet you have, through no means of your own, landed in this trapped hallway of a mission. You only have one choice now. Find out exactly why this happened. Who killed the elf? Who blew up the tea shop? You feel the answer must lie below. Far, far below. Oh, it's actually just jumping forward? Oh. What is this? Oh, okay, we did just jump forward. The duck. Your eyes follow the towering dark knight as he walks past, headed down the stairs. The body is secure. Good. The pale man answers behind his desk. Snell leans against the iron slab, his eyes fastened entirely on the elvish corpse across the chamber. I think I expected a dwarf. Oh my gosh, it's 6 o'clock now. A dwarf. Make a manly grunt and acknowledge him. The tea shop used to be a gathering place for the Asgals. My first thought was of infighting or political assassination. But an elf? There's a city, there's like 3 of them in the entire city. Don't say anything for a while. After a few seconds, Goblin scoffs and rubs his eyes. Did the dwarfs have a deal with the own? The drummer? He lets out a big sigh. Guess we got more questions to ask. This is a mess. A right fucking mess. Should be easy to identify an elf, right? You'd think that. I'm guessing it'll be impossible. I don't like Viskin. Maybe we should have brought the elf here. Well, I'll say it again. He's a weirdo, but the old lady has a deal with him. For better or worse, he's our guy. He takes a deep breath. The goblin does not look forward to reporting all this. Gather any remaining clues in the tea shop. Then we report to Lady Sageleaf. He snaps his fingers. ASAP. You hear the pale man clear his throat across the circular chamber. Cleric, I am finished with my report. Give Viskin a thumbs up. Ah, yeah, you obviously also want to do the thing. The thing? What thing? You know, the thing. He holds up a hand to his mouth and mimics talking. What is he implying? Elaborate, he groans. You know the thing that the clerics do with the corpses? What's it called? When you speak with dead? You never had a chance to cast Speak with Dead before coming here. The spell? Speak with Dead? Oh, it's just called that? Right, that's the one. I never did any corpse stuff at the towers. However, I believe it is time to do so. Great. And don't call it corpse stuff. It doesn't sound good. But you get 5 questions from that spell, right? With that, you should be able to figure out who, what, why, when, and so on. Perhaps Viskin can tell you something about that spell. Let's talk to Viskin, hear his report. Yeah, sure, lead the way. Okay, we will do that. But first, I wonder if we can get anything for finishing exploring the shop. Oh, is that what this is? Oh, wait, this is from the Primal Attunement. So we commenced that, we finished that. Where's the tea shop? You missed the meaning of the coin lord. Yes, I did. Okay, so we're not done with the tea shop investigation. I thought maybe that was going to open up since we saw the whole thing. Let's take root. Then after this, I'll probably take a break, and we'll do the next video. Have the investigation continue in the next video. You must have realized by now. You're not just some government goon. You are. Of course not. I'm the cleric. That's right. The one and only, Norvik's protector, hero of the downtrodden. The cleric. This is your calling, your duty, your life. Since you joined the Yorthgard to make sense of this unruly life of yours, it is your calling. This is where you found your zealotry, your love of the city, your meaning in life. There are other trails as well. One's more in tune with your natural inclinations. Ah, yes, all that druidcraft, yes. You have shown promise as a primal caster. A friendly local druid. This is also a choice you can make in the coming years. And that would suit your demeanor well and potentially grant you access to healthy friendships, and so on. Tell me more about the cleric. With that name as your pride, you will keep going through divine, sacred magic. Your healing spells are increased by extra proficiency. Your heals can also be increased by your strength modifier instead of your wisdom modifier, if it is higher. So that doesn't change much for me, since my strength and wisdom are both pretty high. I do like extra potency. Friendly local druid. Spend more time in the great outdoors. This is your first step. Ooh. Oh man, I think I'm going to do the local druid. The local commune will surely accept you. A wonderful time is ahead. Heck yeah. Wow, and we almost leveled up. Got Druid 1, Cleric 13. 6 over here. Got our spells. Okay, cool. I think, I'm going to end the video here. It's, been like an hour and a half at least. And we did a lot. I mean, we went through, we actually got into the tea shop. And the mystery is deepened. I am so excited to see where this goes. It's already 6:15 on day 2. We're going to be up all night again, Snell, at this rate, because we have a lot of people to talk to. We haven't even talked to, anyone in town. Or maybe, come midnight, we'll just go rest so that we can actually do a dawn session on day 3. Oh, okay, this is a great game. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Really appreciate you joining me on this journey. Have an amazing day, y'all.